as Minneapolis will have it here to start. 1:11 left to go here in the, in the first.
In the second
half.
quarter, into the first half, yeah.
Sorry, a little confused by where the officiating down there. Watching the officials instead of talking, Dale.
1st and 10 for the Lions from their 33.
Shotgun formation for Argamart. Trips to the left, one to the right. Cross back to pass, throws quickly out the outside to Macy. Macy gets it up to about the 40-yard line, gain of about 8 on the play. Actually a 6-yard completion. This time to the right, one to the left. Drops back, has some pressure coming, throws across the, intercepted. They've got a penalty flag and a block right there. He's going to take it all the way back in. Wow. A 40-yard interception. There is a penalty flag, but
where is the flag? The flag is back here, yeah.
I'm
the
not
Lion
sure.
46.
I'm going to say it's against the Lions anyway. Oh, it's coming back. Oh, how big of a break is that? That is huge. Oh,
Holy.
Man, was that ever
Defensive
big.
pass interference.
Defensive holding, and that is huge. Big break for the Lions right there. That would have been a backbreaker right there.
That pretty much would have sealed the deal.
Oh, my goodness. That will give the Lions an automatic first down. Wow. That was a heck of an interception. And he ran it all the way back. And whoever got the block on Arger right out on the left-hand side was a heck of a block. But Minneapolis will have another life here with 36 seconds. Penalty flag was thrown at the 45. It should be a spot foul from the 45. The official's still talking about this one. Now they're standing at the...
Now, I don't know that that's a spot foul. I think they take it from the line of scrimmage. Should be a 15-yarder. Or
10.
Okay, 10.
If it was a holding call, it's 10.
But it's an automatic first down.
Yeah. Minneapolis will have it at the 50, as it is a 10-yard penalty.
36 seconds remaining here. The Lions try to get something on the scoreboard.
Casey was really being pressured hard there. They've got to the right, to the left, Eckert in the backfield. Casey rolls, drops back to pass. And he'll be tackled after a loss of 1 on the play. And clock stops for a, does he get out of bounds? Or did he
must have. They're going to mark it short of the goal of the line of scrimmage, about a 2-yard loss actually. But he must have got out of bounds. Had to be, because they're not starting it again after they've reset it.
Collins and crossing to the right. Eckert in the backfield. Macy and George to the left. Shotgun formation for Argenbright. Drops back. Throws it across the top. Has a receiver down there. And he catches it. My goodness, nice job by Grayson George. Great pass. Tipped up by the defender.
Yeah,
takes it all the way down to the 4-yard line, or excuse me, 8-yard line, a 42-yard completion.
That was interception city, that it just bounced out of his hands. The defender did a great job of fronting the receiver. He just couldn't hang on.
Minneapolis wisely calls a timeout there.
15.7 ticks remaining in the half. Minneapolis takes a timeout.
Great catch by Grayson George down there. Great presence of mind to, the ball was tipped up in the air, to have the concentration to still come down with that. Great job by Grayson as he comes down with the big completion. Casey put some air under it. We come away with it. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
At Lambert Insurance, Sue Clanton can make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help. Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Santa Fe Carpet, where a new carpet starts at $1.50 per square foot. Santa Fe Carpet now has Soft Sense by Bliss, the softest, smartest carpet ever in 48 colors. Salina's bottom line carpet price, Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
First and goal for the Lions, ball on the 7-yard line as Minneapolis has 15.7 seconds to try to get a score here. And they've got 2 timeouts left. Shotgun formation for Argenbright. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Eckert in the backfield. He's got some pressure coming. Rolls around, throws the outside, has crossing, and he's going to get in. Nice job by the Lions to get the touchdown there with 9.3 seconds left as the Lions get the touchdown. And we've got a player that's crossing down.
Shaking up a little bit there on the tackle.
But he had the 7-yard completion. Great job by Minneapolis with the touchdown.
He is getting up under his own power. That's good to see, and he's walking off, so he's caught his wind a little bit there or something. He did get jolted pretty good. He shouldn't have to leave the field by rule, because they have not had stop play for him. The coach is taking him out.
Coach is taking him out, so Minneapolis will have to bring in somebody else here.
Who's their backup tight end?
And Lions are going to call timeout. So Minneapolis wisely goes ahead and takes that timeout with 9.3 seconds left. Nice job by the Lions with that quick pass, and they get the touchdown to make it 24-14. You know we're going to go for 2 here for the Lions.
Yes, you only got 2. We'll be back.
At Robertson Monument, they believe that supporting community activities is very important. That's why they're sponsors of Lion Sports. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument hopes you make it to as many games as possible.
It's fast, it's furious, and it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to Central Kansas and will continue the tradition. Minneapolis Raceway will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
Salina Spring and Axle, specializing in all your suspension, alignment, and brake needs for over 50 years. Located at 672 South Broadway, just north of Crawford Street in Salina.
Welcome back to Valley Heights High School here as Minneapolis scores here as they, after a big penalty, gives them some light. They're going to go in a shotgun formation. 2 in the backfield, trips to the right, 1 to the left. Drops back pass, looks for Eckert coming across, throws across to Eckert, and he's got it for the 2-point. He had to thread the needle on that one.
Yeah, that was close to getting intercepted again.
Very close, so the 2-point conversion pass is good.
That defender saw that coming, and he went for the steal. 9.3 seconds, the Lions get back to within 8, and I feel a lot better going down into halftime down 8 than 16.
I do too. 9.3 seconds left. I'll tell you, it's been a long time since I've seen 5 2-point conversions.
Yes.
Good.
Each squad has been good on him.
Good
usually
on
if you get 50% of your 2-point conversions, you're doing well.
You're doing good. So.
And we've had 100% by both squads.
24-16, Minneapolis gets some light back here. 9.3 seconds left. Just got to shut them down here with the 9.3 seconds, not give up the kickoff return. They go into halftime just trailing by 8.
Again, we are without the kicking services of Andrew Yoxel tonight for some reason, probably health related, but who knows. And Collins will kick off for the 2nd time this evening. Connor Collins, a sophomore.
This is where I might try an onside kick here.
I'd just kick it as far as I could, not give him any opportunity with 9 seconds left.
I just don't want him to have a chance to run it back. That's what scares me. Collins will kick off here. The ball's on the Minneapolis 40 to kick. And he does kick it up and away. Picked up at the 11. It's going to be taken down. Nice job by the Lions. And so 4.7 seconds left. Mustangs will have a chance here. We'll see what they do.
Well, maybe they will do what the Dallas Cowboys did last Sunday night and throw it out in the flat and allow the ball to be stripped by the defender, pick it up, and take it in for a touchdown. Would that be nice?
I'm perfectly okay with that. Yes, that was my Cowboys. That did that
my
on
Cowboys too.
Sunday.
Said, you dumb Cowboys.
I'll tell
Stupid Cowboys.
They're going to set up to just take a knee here.
That's what the Cowboys should have done. Timeout, Minneapolis.
I'm not sure what the deal was. That Coach Mick saw something he did not like there, and so
we'll take a word from our sponsors. Be right back.
The State Bank of Delphus and Glasgow and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis.
Welcome back as Mustangs have one back. Looks like they're going to take a knee, but you got to, and I don't know if it's to remind the defense to be watching out for that. So, and they do. So that will end the ball in the first half as the Mustangs had the lead 24-16. But Dale, big penalty by the Mustangs. Negated an interception for a touchdown. Minneapolis then comes back and gets the touchdown,
which could have been our fourth turnover of the half.
So
they've scored basically off 3 turnovers by the Lions, opening up on the for opening kickoff. And so far, it's been a good homecoming night for the host, Valley Heights Mustangs.
We will take a break and hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with some stats. You're listening to it's going to be a long halftime, folks, as they've got 15 minutes on the clock because it is homecoming festivities. So we will probably hear some music and hear a word from our sponsors, but we'll be back with some stats beforehand. Welcome back to Valley Heights High School as the Minneapolis Lions trail 24-16. And folks, when I give you the stats, I'll tell you, it's very interesting, Dale. Minneapolis, total yards, 154. For the Valley Heights Mustangs, total yards, 116. Scores 24-16. Valley Heights Mustangs had the lead at the half. It's been field position for the Mustangs tonight.
Well, we made up a lot of yardage on that last drive.
Yes, absolutely.
It was a lot more even for that last drive. But,
Minneapolis comes in at, they were at 21 carries for 80 yards. Jake Eckert had 13 carries for 54 yards. Passing-wise, Minneapolis 4 for 7 for 87 yards. 74 of them coming on 2 completions to Grayson George, one being from 32 yards, one for 42 yards as Minneapolis trails at the half. Run through the scoring here. Valley Heights scored early after the short field, after the onside kick. They run a 2-yard touchdown in at the 8:34 mark. The 48-yard drive, 2-point conversion was good. Later on at the 117 mark, they get a 2-yard touchdown. Actually, Minneapolis ties it up at 8 after they get a 1-yard touchdown from Jake Eckert. And then Mustangs in the, Mustangs score twice in the second quarter, 5:47 and 117, 24-8 at the time. Minneapolis answers with a long drive, about threw one away, had an interception, they ran back. The holding penalty brought it back. Minneapolis had life. They get the long touchdown or long completion to Grayson George. That sets up the 7-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Crossan. 2-point conversion was good to Jake Eckert. That makes the score 24-16 as Minneapolis trails at the half. But 3 turnovers for the Lions, all 3 resulting, actually 4 turnovers.
Well,
Three
the fourth
turnovers.
one was negated by the penalty.
negated. 3 turnovers. All 3 of them, though, Dale, led to scoring for the Valley Heights Mustangs.
Gave them inside our 50 or far less, either way.
Mustangs did not turn the ball over any that I remember. I don't have it down here.
No, they didn't.
And that's the score at the half, 24-16. Minneapolis.
They took over possession like twice inside the 30, didn't they? With the interception and then the fumble.
Yes, 22-yard line. They took over the 22. They took over at about the 40 and the 47.
Okay.
So all 3 were inside the 50. All 3 resulted in scoring drives for the Mustangs. Minneapolis is going to have to figure out a way to be able to stop them here in the second half and come away. To try to come away and spoil this homecoming night here for the Mustangs.
The strikes against us tonight, number 1, is our kicking game again due to some things with Andrew Yoxel. He is here. We've seen him suited up, but he's not kicking. I don't know if there's an injury or what. The turnovers have been a huge bugaboo, but we've kind of figured out again how to stop their running game out of the running backs. But their quarterback is in the second quarter was shredding us on the option. He had a quarterback keeper once or a draw play up the center, and then he had 2 or 3 plays around the end on the option that netted great yardage. That's what helped them score in their third drive there, I think. 2 good passing plays for them. One of them, they beat us deep. The cover guy just got beat, period. Second time, cover guy fell down after the completion, trying to make the tackle.
Yeah.
It has not been scripted well for the Lions at all here in the first half. It's been scripted well for the Mustangs all the way. And in concluding in all of that, to be down just by 8 points is a huge positive.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So Minneapolis trails at the half by a score of 24-16. We will go ahead and take a break again and hear from our sponsors as well as some music. And we'll be back here in about 4 minutes for the start of the second half. You're listening to Minneapolis Lions football here on 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
Welcome back to Valley Heights High School, Blue Rapids, Kansas. Getting ready for the start of the second half here. The Lions trail 24-16. We have scored the most points of the season so far for the Lions. 14, I believe, or 15 was our highest score ever in the first game. Or no, 18 was. I'm sorry, we lost 20-18. So negate that last statement. Collins ready to kick off for the Lions here. Start the third quarter. Gets it away, down, bounces the 30, picked up by the back. He cuts back to the left, taken down by the Lions at the Mustang 40-yard line. So about a 5-yard return.
The ball back for the Mustangs. Ball is spotted just short of the 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
They take over officially on their 39. Lions need to come up big with the stop here.
Crossan making the stop.
Get the ball back and see if we can catch the score up. Double wing formation. Motion to the left. Give it to the fullback. He gets 6 yards or maybe possibly more off tackle.
Bushling the ball carrier.
Gets it over the 45 of the Mustangs. Brings up a 2nd and 4 for the Mustangs. They come back out in that double wing with the fullback right behind the QB. Comes in motion to the left. Hands off the fullback again. He's got the first down. Into Lion territory at the 49. So 2 straight dives off left tackle from the fullback for the Mustangs here to start the second half. Brings them to the first down.
At midfield. Heights gets back to the line of scrimmage here. Sorry about that, Dale.
It's all right.
Double wing formation for the Mustangs. And goes in motion, goes back to fullback again.
Over the right side this time. I think they recognize that they've got to reestablish the run if they're going to have any success here in the second half, primarily because they've got to run some time, keep possession and run some time.
First sign of cramping by either squad tonight.
Well, we had a bunch of that last week, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
Seems like every third play, at least somebody was getting cramped.
All I heard was I did ask somebody about Yoxel. Said he got hurt in practice last night.
He was limping a little bit as they were running across the field, favoring that right leg, from what I could say. So while during this injury timeout, we will take a break and hear from our sponsors. At Lambert Insurance, Sue Clanton can make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help. Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Santa Fe Carpet, where new carpet starts at $1.50 per square foot. Santa Fe Carpet now has Soft Sense by Bliss, the softest, smartest carpet ever in 48 colors. Well, Valley Heights is a little short on managers. They had one guy out with the injury, and a player had to take the drinks out to the to the other players were huddled up.
There you have a new fullback coming in as their fullback goes out.
2nd and 6 from the Lion 45.
High formation for they go to the fullback, and it's a different fullback, but they have enough faith in him to take it right to him. And that is, can't see the number yet. Whitson, number 23. No gain.
3rd and about 7 here. 3rd and almost 6, I guess, for the Mustangs.
Well, they picked up a little breeze here, Dale.
Yes, it is. A little bit out of the south. It's a little cooler on the back than it was in the first half.
Double wing formation for the Mustangs. One in the backfield. Ball in the Minneapolis 45. 3rd down, man in motion. Go to the fullback. Oh, quarterback. Sorry about that.
Quarterback option. Short of the first down.
Gains about 3 on the play.
Trimble the ball carrier.
So what adjustments did Coach Mick and the Lions?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, the Mustangs have made some adjustments because they've been running the fullback other than in this first 2 series of this possession, other than until that quarterback option there.
4th down and 2, and they're going for it here. A long 2. One in the backfield. They send the one in motion. They give the fullback. They did not get it. Nice job by the Lions defensive line in on the tackle.
And they got the fullback back in there that had gone out with cramp and missed that 3rd down play.
Zach Davis in on the tackle, and he saves it for the Lions. Minneapolis will take over on downs.
That was crucial. We really could not afford to let them score again.
That was big. Nice job by Minneapolis defensive line. They will come out. They will take the ball over at the 40-yard line, their own 40. Argenbright under center, trips to the right, one to the left. Eckert in the backfield. They drop back, quick pass out the right side to Macy. Breaks the tackle on the outside, still going. And Macy's taken down. Gain of about 6 on the play for the Lions.
Brings it to the Lion 46-yard line, 2nd and 5.
Collins comes in for the Lions. As Argenbright brings back to the line of scrimmage. 24-16, Minneapolis has the ball, 8:29 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Minneapolis going to have to hustle here. They took a lot of time on this. Trips to the right-hand side. 4, they got to get it off. They do get it off. Fake the hand.
Oh, no!
Casey luckily
Fumble
comes up with it.
exchange to Eckert or the handoff exchange to Eckert's fumble. And it looked like Valley Heights was on top of it. Ooh. That made me catch my breath.
Lost 3 on the play. Wow. Defensive end was coming in untouched on that one, and he about had a gift. Shotgun formation for Argenbright. Trips to the right-hand side. Quick snap. Casey keeps it himself. Runs up the gut. He's not going to get it, though.
Ball comes out, but I'm going to think the ground calls the fumble, big rule.
Gains 3 on the play, but that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Back up to the 46 of Minneapolis.
Whitson making the stop.
And we haven't punted yet tonight.
No, we haven't.
Interesting to see who we see punt here.
It'll be a pooch kick by Argenbright in a shotgun formation.
Yes.
Shotgun formation for Casey. Trips to the left, to the right, to the left.
They don't send anybody back to
Nothing
cover
back.
a punt.
And it takes somewhat of a bounce. It'll bounce down to about the 32-yard line, and
About their worst field position of the night. Huh?
yeah, that's where Valley Heights will take over here. Minneapolis goes 3 and out on that one, and Valley Heights will take over here.
The fumble that we didn't lose was the big story in that drive. We had some momentum going, and that killed it.
We've got to have a turnover. Valley Heights has yet to turn the ball over, Dale, and we've got to have a break here sometime tonight and capitalize on it. Double wing, man in motion. They had a guard start quickly. Quarterback drops back to pass, throws across the middle, and they do catch it. Eckert takes them down after a gain of about 7.
Short of the first down. 39-yard line.
Eckert making the stop.
Brings up a second. And I'm going to say 3.
Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2.
That's pretty long, too, out there.
Long 2, yep. Wind is picked up here, as we said earlier. 6:12 left to go in the third quarter, 24-16. Valley Heights with the ball at their own 39-yard line. Quarterback under center, double wing, with halfback, fullback in the back. They send the wing in motion. Quarterback keeps himself. He hits the pitch. The ball's on the ground, and it goes out of bounds, but they will lose some yardage on that. First time we've seen the pitch, and the pitch sails to the right. They will lose 3 on the play. Will bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down from the 37 of the Mustangs. Makes it a 3rd and 5.
That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
As Minneapolis almost was able to capitalize on that one. That ball was heading out of bounds. There's not much they could do, but that was a fumble, and we needed that. We can pick one up here. Double wing tight. Everyone in tight. They send the man in motion. Quarterback keeps the bootlegs to the left-hand side. Throws across the middle, and it's incomplete over the top. Nice coverage by Grayson George. Goes over the top of the receiver. They would have had enough for the first down, but a little high. Great coverage by Grayson. Bring up a 4th down and 5, and I imagine that they will send somebody in to kick at this spot.
The way the coverage was there, even if that guy caught it, I think Grayson could have knocked it out of his hands. So.
And they do line up back to kick the ball. Casey Argenbright will be back at about his own. Last time he did punt, he had a great punt. This time we got a little breeze going here.
But it's from the south.
25. Ball's on the ground, below snap. Oh, nearly blocked. And
Gonna
it will
make a big
take
bounce,
a big bounce yeah.
for the Mustangs.
Wow. Still gets a pretty good size
At the
bounce.
25-yard line of Minneapolis.
Out of bounds. Just
So
short of
Minneapolis
the
will take
25-yard
over
line.
at the 25 here. 5:37 left to go in the third quarter. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
On his bottom line carpet price, Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
At Robertson Monument, they believe that supporting community activities is very important. That's why they're sponsors of Lion Sports. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and
We're back here.
Shotgun formation for Argenbright. They fake the handoff kill. Casey keeps it, and he runs right into a defensive line that just smothers them in the backfield.
Quarterback draw, and their defensive lineman bull rushed. The offensive lineman was there to greet Argenbright rather rudely after he faked the handoff.
Loss of 3 on the play. Bring a second down and 13. Macy and Collins out to the left. Grayson George will go as well. Trips to the left, one to the right. Eckert in the backfield. Quick pass over to Macy. Has a block out there. Kicks it back. Still on his feet. Still going. And he will take it. Gains about 6 on the play. Maybe 7. Brings it in to about the 30-yard line. Gain of 7.
Going to bring up a 3rd and long from the 30-yard line of the Lions. 3rd and 7. Maybe 6.
Ball is at the 30-yard line. Trips the right-hand side with Crossan, Macy, as well as George. Shotgun formation. Casey drops back to pass, keeps it himself, and he's going to
he slips as he tried to do a cut to get away from the defender.
That will bring up a 4th down for the Lions.
About 3-yard gain. 2-yard gain.
Bring a 4th down and 5 for Minneapolis. Can't help but think that they're going to pooch kick this again. Nobody's back.
They have
Casey,
to. They have to.
Casey. Nice kick there by Casey. And that one takes a nice bounce. There we go. Rolls all the way down to the 20-yard line. And that was a great punt there by Casey Argenbright. Pins them back in the 20. That's the furthest they've been all night.
If we can get a great distance like that out of every pooch kick, let's keep it up.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Minneapolis trails by 8, 24-16, 3:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Robertson Monument hopes you make it to as many games as possible.
It's fast, it's furious, and it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to Central Kansas and will continue the tradition. Minneapolis Raceway will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Valley Heights High School here as Mustangs have the ball on their own 20. Double wing tight, they send the wing in motion. They fake the fullback, pitch the halfback, and he stood up at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by the Minneapolis defensive back out on the outside. I think it was Kyler Macy. And Kyler gets him stood up at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by the Lions.
I was wondering for a minute if they lost yardage there, but they didn't. It's back to the 20. 57 is hobbled a little bit for the Lions. Collins comes in for, I think, 26 left. Somebody's going to have to come in for 57. Is that?
I think Comfort comes in for him.
Okay.
Wow. 57 for the Lions is Sean Forte.
Yeah, I was thinking that was Forte.
Hobbles out. Comfort comes in at a defensive end on the left-hand side. So, high formation for the Mustangs. This time they give to the fullback, and he gets about 3 on the carry. Is their fullback back in the ballgame, Dale?
Was that 24?
He is, and he's cramped again. So
he missed one play in their last series. Came back for the last attempt and was not able to get the first down. Yeah, he's got some serious cramp problems. We'll take a break and be back. Salina Spring and Axle, specializing in all your suspension, alignment, and brake needs for over 50 years. Located at 672 South Broadway, just north of Crawford Street in Salina.
The State Bank of Delphus and Glasgow and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis.
Where do you go when you need groceries? Jeans IGA, of course. Jeans is proud to be a sponsor of Minneapolis sports and hopes that you'll encourage your children to be as competitive in the classroom as they are in sports. Jeans IGA, a proud sponsor of today's game.
Jacob Snyder in at nose guard, Dale, as they drop back to pass. They have some pressure coming from Comfort. Oh, my goodness, wide open is the receiver. Got one man to beat, and Eckert's going to get a nice job by Minneapolis, but that was a huge completion.
I had two receivers wide open over the middle. Big breakdown there for the Lions on coverage.
Wow. Wow, big completion to number 15, and that took it all the way down to the 25-yard line.
That's about 22.
22, that's about a 52-yard pass completion. Great effort by Jake Eckert to shake him down. Deep in the Minneapolis territory now, as we had them all the way back to the 24-yard line. They kick it down to the Minneapolis 22. I formation for the Mustangs. One to the right. Their wing will probably go in motion here, and he does. They go the full. Actually, the quarterback keeps it himself, and he
great read
yardage
by 60
for the Minneapolis Lions, and that number 60 is Zach Davis. Great read by Davis, as they lose 2 yards on the play. Great tackle by Davis. I'm not sure what happened on that read with the pass, but he was wide open. Great effort by...
They had two receivers out there, both of them right in the middle.
Minneapolis try to shut them down here. 1:11 left to go in the third quarter. High formation. Now they've got some confusion by the Mustangs. This time they send the other man in motion, give it to the fullback, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by
53 and 60.
And Davis.
Brings up 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs. No gain basically on that play.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
As they look for the play call here. This time they will have two wings, two double tight wings. Receiver out the left, one in the backfield. Wing goes in motion. Quarterback keeps himself, rolls the outside, throws it across the middle, has a receiver, and he's going to have a touchdown. My goodness, Dale.
They're beating our D-backs. There's no doubt about it.
23-yard touchdown pass to number 11. He's hurt us all night. As 3 pass completions and another big one right there. 22 yards for the touchdown.
Was on the reception of that pass from Trimble.
Wow.
He takes it in for the touchdown.
That's at the 12.4 second mark in the third quarter. They will go for 2 here. 30-16 is the score. Send a man in motion. Quarterback keeps himself. Throws across the middle, and it's incomplete. I'll be darned.
In and out of the hands of 11. So, gives us a rally point if we can score 2 more touchdowns, get 2 extra point completions.
Actually, just 1. Or get a 2-point conversion. Get a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, 2-point conversion. Then we got the game.
we got tied.
But we've got to...
we got to score.
We got to hold score and then hold them too. 30-16 with 12.4 seconds left in the third quarter already. Is that right?
Yep.
We'll be back. Santa Fe Carpet is a proud supporter of the Minneapolis Lions. In conjunction with new carpet prices starting at $1.50, Santa Fe Carpet also carries quick step wood laminates, vinyl flooring, tile, even home decor. Salina's bottom line carpet price is at Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
A car accident? High winds damaged your property? To protect you, the Scott Osherman Agency is the place to go. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for over 80 years. Call the Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Welcome back to Valley Heights High School, Mustang Field. Lions trail 30-16 after the last touchdown by the Mustangs.
Dale, you know you're in Manhattan, K-State country, when they announce KU is losing 21-3.
I didn't even hear that.
And they said that's for you two KU fans that are in the stadium. So, Valley Heights to kick in their strange formation as 3 kickers go back. You never know who's kicking it. Minneapolis line will have to be ready as they're going to kick it up, and that will be picked up by Collins at the 30. Has a seam right there. Nice job by Collins. Gets it all the way out to the 45. Collins kept it on the run and did a
One more
job.
tackle to break, he'd have been gone.
Nice job by Connor Collins. Gets it all the way out to the 45-yard line. Minneapolis does a nice job right there.
Almost got his horse collared there by the
he did.
tackle. But it was a good legal tackle. Good position for the Lions, taking over.
7.8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation for Argenbright, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Good snap, drops back to pass, has some pressure coming, gets it.
Oh, boy, he got away there.
Throws it across and incomplete. And a late hit right there. Casey gets thrown out of bounds, and that's a late hit, and that's going to be an automatic first down, a personal foul. And that was a big one right there.
The flag is at the 49 of...
Well, look at the 40, Dale. They
I see
Casey.
that one now. Okay.
I didn't see the one 49, but
That's
they hit
line
Casey.
41.
There may be a holding call. Hopefully that's not offsetting, but Argenbright got leveled clear out of bounds. So we'll see what the other penalty call was. Regardless, that will end the third quarter. We'll see what they do here in just a second. So, personal foul against Valley Heights.
And apparently there's not an offsetting.
So
it's an automatic first down.
no, wrong way.
Wrong way, ref.
Thank you, sir.
Well, he's wanting to set up. He's wanting to set up for the fourth quarter.
Right. But he's got to mark it off that way.
He's got to mark
first.
it off the right direction first. That we were going, and then they'll exchange halves of the field.
Yeah. So all the way to the 39-yard line,
Of the
and then
Mustangs.
that will end the third quarter. So now we'll switch and go the other direction.
Well, there's .8.
That's the end of the third.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's not.
It's 0.0. Okay, at the end of 3.
30-16 is the score. Valley Heights Mustangs with the lead. We will take a break, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter. Minneapolis has got some ground to make up. We'll be back.
R&J Tax Services, the most dependable tax service in Salina, is open every Monday through Friday, 52 weeks out of the year. Have tax questions? Call R&J Tax Services in Salina.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School linebackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of the Lions games. Join them as they support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex Salina, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new GMC trucks and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex Salina.
Welcome back to Valley Heights High School in Blue Rapids, Kansas. That's directly south of Marysville, for those of you that may not know where Blue Rapids is. Getting ready to commence the fourth quarter with the Lions trailing by 14 points here. We're on the move at the 39 of the Mustangs after that Late hit out of bounds. Personal foul.
Minneapolis has yet to get anything really going here in the, have only run 6 plays, Dale, in the third quarter.
Yeah, I was just shocked that the half went so quick, but there was, other than that one long pass play, there was very little passing on by either squad.
And actually, Minneapolis will have it. Shotgun formation for Argenbright at the Mustang 39-yard line. One in the backfield, trips to the left. Drops back to pass. Throws it quickly on the outside out to Grayson George, and he's sandwiched. And one of the Valley Heights players gets hit. He's going to come up kind of hard. And Grayson George comes up hobbling a little bit as well.
Moves to the 33
George making the catch.
of the Mustangs. Brings up a 2nd and 3. Actually, the first down marker is just over the 30 into the 29, so it's a long 3.
Long 3. Eckert in the backfield, yet to touch the ball here in the second half. Trips the right-hand side. Argenbright in a shotgun. Casey keeps himself, and he will have the first down, depending on the spot.
I'd say it's first down, where the line judge is.
Ball carrier. Carlson in on the stop.
The umpire agrees. Move the chains,
down for
boys.
the lines. Interesting stat, Dale. Casey is the only one that's carried the ball, and we've had three for 3 passing. For Valley Heights, they're 3 for 3 passing as well. Let's keep that streak alive on our passing and somehow manage to get a score here. Trips the right-hand side. Argenbright under center. Eckert, the halfback. Offset to the left. Quickly throws the outside.
A little low throw, but I think it's caught.
It is caught for a loss. That's when
those really are a hard pass to complete. I mean,
they are.
You see the professionals even screw that up.
This time they will send Collins out to the right-hand side.
2nd and 13.
Trips to the left. Eckert in the backfield. Argenbright under center. Quickly drops back. Throws across.
Little behind where George was going to be. And it's almost good that it was behind because they were between us and the ball. Until George did a cutback right at the end. 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 13.
Casey had some pressure in the backfield.
He had plenty of time, though, to get away. I mean, they were capsizing on him, but...
Trips to the left, one to the right. Shotgun formation on 3rd and long. Casey drops back to pass, has pressure coming again, throws across.
Over the head of the receiver this time.
That is incomplete.
We'll bring up a 4th and 13.
Crossan, I think, was... No, Macy was the intended receiver.
That's intended for Macy.
Well, I'd say at this juncture, you go for it, don't you?
Absolutely.
9:54 to go, and you're down by 14. You've got to move on. It's to the 33-yard line of the Mustangs. So even if we don't get it, you've got them not with their best field position they've had of the night by any means.
This time they will send Macy and Crossan out the right along with Grayson George. Collins out to the left. Shotgun formation.
Oh,
snap low.
Snap.
Bad snap, but Argenbright comes away with it, throws it across.
And
has to get rid of it.
There's a flag. Did I see a flag?
I don't think so.
Intended for Eckert.
Okay.
Let me see. What you saw was the white flag being thrown.
Okay, yeah. I saw something fly. Yeah.
The Mustangs have held on down.
Held on downs. Incomplete pass. Mustangs will take over on downs. This is where, Dale, we've got to somehow find a way to get a turnover here.
1st and 10, Valley Heights.
Valley Heights with the lead, 30-16. 9:48 left to go in the ball game. As they will have quarterback will go under center. Wings, one will go in motion just a second, and he does. And he does get it out the outside, and he does get the tackle. Nice job by the Minneapolis defense. Gets it back to about the line of scrimmage. No gain. Gain of 1. Crossing in on the tackle. Comfort comes out. Not sure who came in for him. Matt Comfort getting some defense tonight for the Lions.
So 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs. And they're 32.
High formation this time. Gets to the fullback, and he's tripped up. Nice job by Davis. In on the tackle as well as Forte. They trip him up as he lunges forward for about 2 on the play. Nice job by the Minneapolis. .834 left to go, and they're 3rd down and 8. I'm not sure what the heck they're doing, but they haven't even gotten a play call in yet. They're going to take a delay game. Or they call it timeout.
They call it timeout.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know why they would take a delay game.
I know, I'm thinking.
8:19 to go in the contest. The Lions trail 30-16. It's 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs. We'll be back. This internet broadcast is made possible by Don Allison at Santa Fe Carpet in Salina. New carpet prices start at $1.50 per square foot. All colors in plain or plush styles, including popular 94-ounce carpet. Financing is available at Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Todd and Shelley Wilson with Wilson Shields Funeral Home offer affordability and dignity. They know that the Minneapolis Lions will have a great season and want to wish them the best. Wilson Shields Funeral Home. Our family serving your family.
CNR Plating and Kevin's crew would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. CNR Plating, a Lions sports backer, wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. CNR Plating, a Lions sports backer.
Welcome back to Valley Heights High School. Scott Osherman and Dale Leach here as 8:19 left to go in the ball game, 30-16. Mustangs in control here as they will have 3rd and 8 coming in here. Quarterback will go under center. This time they'll send 2 to the left, 2 to the right. They've had some luck out of this passing formation. They drop back to pass once again. This time they throw across the middle. Oh, nearly picked off by Grayson George.
He almost had interception number 2, and that would have been clear sailing to the end
That would have
zone.
been. Grayson nearly steps in front of that and almost comes away with an interception. Incomplete. Bring up a 4th down.
Nice break up there.
Intended for Dobrovoni.
Casey will step back at about his own 35-yard line. Eckert will stand at about, Eckert's the out back. Good snap. Low, watch out Grayson George. Wisely, Minneapolis gets out of the way, and it takes a Minneapolis bounce. So Minneapolis will take over at their own 47-yard line with 8:08 left to go here in the ball game. Minneapolis needs to score twice, trailing by 14. We'll take a break. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA News Talk and 99 KG Country, proud sponsors of Lions sports coverage. Listen to the live broadcast on 910KINA.com or on your local Eagle Cable Channel 8.
Just said that, Dale.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Minneapolis in a shotgun formation, Eckert in the backfield. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Good snap, drops back to pass. has some time, throws low, and it's incomplete.
Macy was the intended receiver.
I have jinxed us, Dale, and I apologize for that.
You jinxed us?
Yep. Said we had had 6 for 6 passing between the both teams, actually 7 for 7, and then we've gone 0 for 4 from that point on. 8:02 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Wind has picked up here at Valley Heights High School.
It's out of the south. It's an east-west field, so it's not really a factor.
Shotgun for Argenbright. Delayed draw to Eckert. Eckert's got a little running room. He's got in the clear. Breaks the tackle. Still going. Nice job, Jake Eckert with the delayed draw. Takes it all the way down to the Valley Heights 32-yard line. That is a gain of 22 yards. Nice job by Jake Eckert. That was a great call by Mick right there as they saw something right there, got the delayed draw, and picked up the first down and then some. Trips to the right, one to the left, Eckert in the backfield. Casey keeps himself still on his feet. He'll take it down to the 30-yard line, and a penalty flag.
Late hit. Got to be a late hit the way that
either
flag
that
or
a holding by Minneapolis.
Well,
it was marked at the 35. Yep, holding. That's what I was afraid of, Dale. I was going to say it's an off. That would be a ticky-tack late hit if it was, in fact, a late hit, and unfortunately they get us for the holding.
Well, it came in so late at the completion of the run that flag is at the 35, basically, of Valley Heights.
Well, it was in the backfield.
Which will move it back to the 45, 44 of the Mustangs.
Dang it.
Makes it.
Had 5 penalties in the first half for 45 yards. A big penalty
23, 25. Scoreboard's got 22.
Trips to the right-hand side. One to the left is Collins. Eckert in the backfield. They will go to Eckert. Eckert bounces off of one tackle. Gets it up to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 4. .7:24 left to go in the ball game. Yeah, we've still got plenty of time here, Dale, but really need to try to score on this drive.
Yes, a score here is essential if we want to have any chance crawling back in this game.
Yep. Crossan, Macy, and George to the left. Has some pressure coming. Casey steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked. Actually, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more.
Looked like he was going to turn and see if there's anybody he could pitch it to, and I was thinking, no, don't. Wisely, he kept it. 3rd and 19.
Valley Heights defense have been pretty strong tonight, defending the pass, other than the big completions. Trips to the left. Has some pressure coming, throws across the middle, has Collins. Had Collins open coming across the middle and couldn't pull it down.
Brings up a 4th and 19, and we've got to go for it.
That's intended for Collins.
And we got to get it.
Yeah.
Up by
So,
that'll bring up
6:19 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 30-16. They'll send Collins, Macy, and Crossan to the left. George to the right. Shotgun formation. Eckert in the backfield. Has some pressure coming. Throws across the middle. Has Grayson George. He's sandwiched short of the first down.
Great catch, though.
Great catch. That's one thing. Grayson not afraid to go across the middle. And big completion right there. Gain of about 17, but
the big positive of that is that we don't give them the ball basically in midfield, which is where the ball was to start with. Back at the 27 of the Mustangs for their first down. Now the Lions desperately need a big defensive play or a turnover here.
Yep.
30-16. 6:13 left to go.
10, Southern Miss 21.
That's for the two of you here. Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said. Valley Heights in an I formation. The quarterback gives it to the
fullback.
I have no idea. It wasn't the fullback, it was the wing.
Oh, okay.
The wing on the right-hand side took it. Interesting. Interesting formation going to that
Quarterback
side.
option to the right where the wing was, handed it off to him, but there was too many defenders
Too many
there.
defenders, so.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Short gain, 2nd and 9.
5:43. Minneapolis desperately needs a turnover here. Mustangs will come to the line of scrimmage here. Double wing, one in the backfield, quarterback under center. Send one in motion. They give it to that one that goes in motion, and he breaks it on the outside. Nice job by Argenbright to knock him out of bounds, short of the first down. Gets it out to about the 34-yard line.
Dobrovani, the ball carrier.
Gain of 7 on the play. Dobrovani, who was that, number 11?
Uh-huh. He's been their big play guy.
Yeah, he has been. He's had some big pass completions, had some big runs. 3rd down and short for the Mustangs.
3rd and about 3. At their 34. 5:14 to go in the game.
High formation for the Mustangs. Line defense in tight. Quarterback gives it to the halfback. He's going to
be short
forward. He's going to, Dale, I think he might have gotten it. Awfully close, depending on the spot.
Yeah, the linesman hit is.
He stepped forward. I think he's got it.
Yeah, he just stepped back. They're going to measure.
We're going to have an official timeout formation.
They will bring it out to measure. Awfully close, I think, from this vantage point. I don't think he got it, but it's very close, Dale. See for sure. Oh, I'm way off.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Both of us are way off.
Wow.
By 2 footballs.
2 footballs. He got the first down. I'll tell you, that was deceiving. I would never have guessed that one. First down is the call. 5:06 left to go in the ball game. 30-16. Mustangs in control with the ball. Mustangs now will just take their time milking the clock. As they get the play call in.
Clock is reset and re-gone now. It's down to 4:55.
High formation with a slot off the right-hand side. Quarterback keeps himself.
Fumbled the ball, I think.
Nearly lose the ball, but he kept it. Was able to keep a hold of it. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. Well, 2. I've been way off all night, Dale.
2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. And we haven't agreed with the announcer downstairs at all night on the yardage.
Ball on the 39-yard line of the Mustangs. Mustangs with the ball. 4 minutes left in the ball game. I formation for the Mustangs. Minneapolis defense in tight. This time they go to the fullback and trying to strip it out of his hands. They do not get it, but they give him forward progress to the 40. A gain of 1.
We'll make 3rd and 7 now.
Eckert and Forte in on the tackle for the Lions.
Just over the 40-yard line. Down to 3:20 to go in the game. The clock's just ticking away there. Mustangs are taking every second they can to get things going. Make that clock move on down the road.
Mustangs did not turn the ball over at all tonight. Had some close ones. Double wing, send one in motion. Quarterback keeps himself, bootlegs the outside, throws across the middle, and incomplete.
Great break up there by Eckert.
Nice job by Eckert. Receiver wants the pass interference, but Eckert had great defense right there.
No way.
That'll bring up a 4th down and 7 for the Mustangs.
And they drop back in punt formation. 2:55 to go.
Argamite back, deep, low snap. Nobody comes though. Shanks it way outside, wow.
About the 40, he marks it at the 43, but steps to the 41. Has a hard time making up his mind where it went.
Okay. Minneapolis will take over at their own 40 after about a 17-yard punt. So,
with 2:48 to go, we trail 30-16. With 60 yards to go, it would have paid dirt. And we official timeout to change the balls, I guess.
Minneapolis will have it 1st and 10 at their own 40 with 2:49 left to go in the ball game. Minneapolis trailing by 14 here. Not sure what the officials are doing here. Oh, they got an injured player over there.
Got an injured player with another cramp.
So we'll take a break. You're listening to 910kennedy.com.
At Lambert Insurance, Sue Clanton can make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help. Tonight's game coverage is brought to you.
Welcome back to Valley Heights High School. Shotgun formation for Argamite. To the left, to the right. Eckert in the backfield. Low snap. Casey drops back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to be sacked. Clear back at the 31-yard line. Loss of 10 on the play.
In the backfield for a quarterback sack back to the 30-yard line. Argamite.
Tough one right there as Casey.
Timeout.
Minneapolis calls a timeout at 2:29. Casey was flushed out of the pocket. That defensive end came out of nowhere.
Yep, ball at the 30-yard line of Minneapolis. Makes it 2nd and 20 or so. You buy Santa Fe Carpet, where new carpet starts at $1.50 per square foot. Santa Fe Carpet now has Soft Sense by Bliss, softest, smartest carpet ever in 48 colors. Salina's bottom line carpet price, Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
At Robertson Monument, they believe that supporting community activities is very important. That's why they're sponsors of Lion Sports. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument hopes you make it to as many games as possible.
It's fast, it's furious, and it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to Central Kansas and will continue the tradition. Minneapolis Raceway will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
Salina Spring and Axle, specializing in all your suspension, alignment, and brake needs for over 50 years. Located at 672 South Broadway, just north of Crawford Street in Salina.
Welcome back to Valley Heights High School here in between Blue Rapids and Waterville. 30-16, Valley Heights with the lead. 2:36 left to go in the ball game. Lions will set up trips to the left-hand side, one to the right. Eckert in the backfield.
Oh,
delayed draw.
that's twice tonight. we've the quarterback ran into the ball carrier there, or had a horrible exchange problem.
-4 on the play. 3rd and 24.
No huddle for the Lions.
Back to pass, throws across the middle. And
Intercepted. Double coverage. They know who we're going to go to for the big play.
With 2:05, that'll about do it, Dale.
Yeah.
Ball will be spotted on the Minneapolis 49-yard line. Valley Heights, 1st and 10.
We've got 2 timeouts left, but well, they're going to have to try to gain some yardage.
Oh, yeah. Ball is placed on the Minneapolis
down it.
49. Oh, no, they can't, but that really puts us behind the 8 ball, needing to score twice here with 2:05. And Valley Heights will come to the line of scrimmage here. Minneapolis defense. And timeout called by Valley Heights. Mustangs will call a timeout with 2:05, so 30-16. Mustangs with the lead. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
The State Bank of Delphus and Glasgow and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis.
Where do you go when you need groceries? Jeans IGA, of course. Jeans is proud to be a sponsor of Minneapolis sports and hopes that you'll encourage your children to be as competitive in the classroom as they are in sports. Jeans IGA, a proud sponsor of today's game.
Santa Fe Carpet is a proud supporter of the Minneapolis Lions. In conjunction with new carpet prices starting at $1.50, Santa Fe Carpet also carries quick-step wood laminates, vinyl flooring, tile, even home decor. Salina's bottom line carpet price is at Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Thank you, Dale. Nice job. 2:05 left to go here in the ball game. Mustangs had the ball at midfield. They will go in an I formation. Kind of an offset I. I don't know how to explain that one. They will go to the halfback, and he's hit hard by the Lions. Have forward progress for about 2 there. Nice tackle by Minneapolis. Wait and see who gets up for the Lions there with the tackle. That was number 71 for the Lions in on the tackle.
Who is?
I'm looking, buddy.
2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Klein is
Justin
stop.
Klein.
Oh, okay. He was injured the second game and did not play. I noticed that in the statistics. It's dark up here, folks. I don't know how Scott's reading anything.
Not sure how I'm reading anything either. This time they go to the fullback. He's got some running room. Actually, the halfback.
Dobrovany.
Dobrovany,
yes.
with the carry.
Dobrovany.
Gains about 4 on the play. We've got a minute left to go here in the ball game.
3rd and 3.
If we say 3, they say 2. We're at
Well,
Valley
it's
Heights.
on the 42. The first down marker is basically
39.
It's just over the 39-yard line, so technically it's 3.
To the right, to the left, one in the backfield for the Mustangs. And we jump off sides, and we give them 5.
That'll give them an automatic first down.
First down.
Not an automatic, but it will gain them first down.
5 yards.
33 seconds remaining. Now they can kneel on the ball if they choose to do so. Advances it to the 37 of Minneapolis.
31 seconds left. They set up in their victory formation. They will take a knee here. And that's what they do. So Valley Heights Mustangs will come away with the victory here on homecoming night by a score of 30-16.
Valley Heights scores the only touchdown of the second half. Minneapolis could not get anything going, basically, in the second half.
Nope.
Lions go 0-3 on the season and go 0-3 in this series against Valley Heights. Every year they play Republic County before we play them, and I think, well, they don't sound like they're probably too tough, and then they turn around and beat us.
Turn around and beat us, yeah.
14-0 last year, 30-16 this year. Closest game was in the first game of the series. The Lions still have not exceeded 18 points on the season. We hope we get that turned around. We will host Russell next Friday at Lions Stadium.
I will try to figure up some stats. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. Minneapolis Lions lose tonight on the road 30-16.
South of St. John's Military School.
A car accident? High winds damaged your property? To protect you, the Scott Osherman Agency is the place to go. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for over 80 years. Call the Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
R&J Tax Services, the most dependable tax service in Salina, is open every Monday through Friday, 52 weeks out of the year. Have tax questions? Call R&J Tax Services in Salina.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School linebackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of the Lions games. Join them as they support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex Salina, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new GMC trucks and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex Salina.
This internet broadcast is made possible by Don Allison at Santa Fe Carpet in Salina. New carpet prices start at $1.50 per square foot. All colors in plain or plush styles, including popular 94-ounce carpet. Financing is available at Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Todd and Shelley Wilson with Wilson Shields Funeral Home offer affordability and dignity. They know that the Minneapolis Lions will have a great season and want to wish them the best. Wilson Shields Funeral Home, our family serving your family.
CNR Plating and Kevin's crew would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. CNR Plating, a Lions sports backer, wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. CNR Plating, a Lions sports backer.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA News Talk and 99 KG Country, proud sponsors of Lions sports coverage. Listen to the live broadcasts on 910KINA.com or on your local Eagle Cable Channel 8.
Yeah. Welcome back to Valley Heights High School. Scott Osherman, Dale Leach here. We'll run through some quick stats here. 30-16 is the final as the Valley Heights Mustangs win on homecoming night here. As Minneapolis, Dale, not much to say here about the second half. The second half, the Valley Heights pretty much controlled the ball game in the second half. They scored the only touchdown in the second half, a 22-yard touchdown pass with just seconds left in the third quarter. Missed the two-point conversion. They were 3 for 5 passing for 81 yards and 2 for 20 20 carries for 43 yards rushing, and total 124 yards in the second half. Minneapolis 5 for 10 for 34 yards passing, and we were 10 carries for 14 yards.
That's the second half stuff.
Second half. Okay. Second half. Total Minneapolis, total offense for Minneapolis basically was, let's see here, 34. Almost 200 yards total offense. Grayson George ends the night with, according to my stats, 101 yards receiving, and Jake Eckert ends the night with, let's see here, and that stat for you, 76 yards rushing for Jake Eckert. Big story tonight, turnovers. We had our plenty. They did not. Valley Heights had a clean ball game, and
we've just been snake bit.
Yeah, we have
all year long with turnovers, things not going our way. The other team not turning the ball over,
not making mistakes
much anyway. And that's the second game of the season. We started off with a fumbled, not being able to retrieve the ball anyway. It's not really a fumble on an onside kick or short kick attempt by the opposing team, and they get ahead, and it's just playing catch up from then on, and things when we needed. I mean, it was great to see him come back and close with 8 points to close the first half.
Yeah.
But you know, we could get no consistency going at all in the second half, and then had some penalties and some inopportune losses in yardage that hurt drives. The kicking game was hurt tonight because Andrew Yoxel apparently is injured in some fashion, so we had not the deepest kickoffs that we like to see. There was punting was affected, even though yardage-wise we probably did fairly good, especially on that third pooch kick there by Argenbright. That was our only punting, was the quarterback out of the shotgun formation.
Casey unfortunately had a rough night.
No extra point kick opportunities because of your field goal kicker being gone, but yet when we go down by 8 and the other team scores their 2-point conversion every time they score, you can't go for one anyway.
Yeah.
You've got to keep up, and so there was just several things that got us out of kilter on the night, and gosh, I didn't think we would open 0-3, but I'm not down on the team in any way.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. Absolutely not. This is I'm the same way. I didn't see it coming, and maybe that's my problem. But Minneapolis, you know, they've got a good mixture, Dale. They've just had some struggles. We've had some turnovers. We've had some mistakes. Just some things that just really haven't bounced our way. So I don't know. They're going to have to make some adjustments. We've got Russell coming in next week. Russell's a team that, you know, we've beaten them. They've beaten us. It's been close. They're a 4A school, but that doesn't mean much.
We own the series as far as advantage is concerned, but that means nothing on a given night. So the Lions are going to be desperate, seeking their first win of the night, their first win of the season, and be happy to do it on the home field. They played Ellsworth tonight, the Broncos, Russell, so it'll be interesting to see what they did. Let's talk a little bit about, before we close here, we didn't do it at halftime, the cross-country kids did great again. They both took third, the girls and the boys. I can't remember where the meet was, but they were beaten by Clay Center and Wamego, 2 4A schools, both the girls and boys. So they did well again in representing the Lions in that regard. And the volleyball spanked Beloit last Tuesday. 2 games each in each match. Just took care of them and made short work of the Trojans. Yeah. So
great to see her. We've got a great volleyball squad. Fun to see how well they're doing. And you know, hats off to our cross-country team. And the football season is by no means over. Starting out 0-3, they can still recover and make it a nice season. We knew it was going to be tough coming in, but you've got a lot of positives, and they can still bounce back from this deal.
Yes, they can.
So-
Season's far from over.
We will be back at home next week as Russell Broncos come to town. Thank you folks for listening at home and come out and cheer on your Lions.
That's right. We encourage you to come out and cheer on these Lions. They need your support very bad.
Absolutely.
Very badly.
Absolutely. So, and we'll be back on the air next Friday night at about 6:50. You can join us on the internet at 910kennedy.com as well as Channel 8. Thank you to our sponsors, and we will see you next week. So for myself, Scott Oshman.
And Dale Leach.
Good night from Valley Heights High School.